Hey guys, it's Amber. Welcome to my channel and to my fall favorites from Scentsy this year. I narrowed it down to 12 scents. Since with Bundle and Save you can get 6 bars for the price of 5, I figured I'd do 12. That way it's 2 bundles. So these are my personal favorites that I like to recommend for those that are looking for fall scents. So let me jump into it. I actually technically have 13, but one isn't in the regular catalog, and so that's kind of like my extra. So we'll get to that. So let me just jump right in. They're in no particular order. They're just all my favorites. Okay, first one is brand new this season, and it is Graham Cracker Crunch. So this is caramelized graham cracker, crunchy peanut butter, and creamy vanilla bean. You guys, this one is so amazing. It totally smells like a graham cracker that has been layered with peanut butter. And it seems like it would be weird, but it's so good and cozy and just comfy and fall. It's amazing. If you love gourmand scents especially, highly recommend this one. It's wonderful. So that is Graham Cracker Crunch. Next up is Bright Cider Life. Now this one, let me find the notes. I think it's in, it must be in fruity. Okay, yeah, so Bright Cidered Life is spiced harvest cider, pumpkin, and red apple. This one's really nice. I get pumpkin more than I get apple, and then the spice in it is more than cinnamon. It's almost like allspice, cardamom, just a flurry of fall spices. And then there's almost, to my nose, like a caramel note a little bit. It's so good. So I'm sad that Honey Pear Cider isn't in the catalog anymore, but I am happy that we at least get Bright Cider Life. So there's that one. Next up is Autumn Road Trip. I think this is also in the fruity category. If I can find it again. Yes, okay, Autumn Road Trip. This was new last fall, winter. It is my favorite from the new releases last year. So this is take a tour through crisp harvest apple, Anjou pear, and silver oak. So good. It is a fresh apple and a fresh pear. You get the pear in this one, which is hard to do, especially when it is mixed with apple. But you can totally pick out the pear. It's so good. And then you get that woodsy note from the oak. Some people say it reads cologne to them. I do not get that personally. Oh, so good. Beautiful, especially for like early fall. Love it. So Autumn Road Trip. Another one that's kind of along the same lines as Autumn Road Trip. They have this in the spice category for some reason, and that is Cider Mill. Cider Mill is apples, pumpkins, and spices. To me, it's just pretty much apples and pumpkins, and it is a balanced apple and pumpkin. And then the spice is super mild, very mild. Oh, so good. It's been around for a few years now, and there's a good reason why, because it's awesome. So that's Cider Mill. Okay, next up, we have from the woods category, Around the Campfire. This one is Mountain Air, Fresh Fallen Wood, and Smoky Embers. This, if you love smoky and woodsy fragrances, this one is so good. And this is an excellent mixer to mix with other things. It's so good. It just makes things more cozy when you add this to it. It reminds me of like literally what it says, Around the Campfire. It reminds me of a campfire. that you're sitting around, maybe on the beach, still early fall, so it's not super cold yet. There's a sweetness to this, to the wood. So good, so good. So that is Around the Campfire. Next up, we have brand new this season, Cashmere and Corduroy. This one is fantastic. Let me get the notes. This is vanilla, Sicilian bergamot, and cashmere sandalwood. This is like a perfect bedroom scent. It's sweet and musky, sultry, but there's the brightness from the bergamot that kind of uplifts it a little bit, but still gives it a cozy kind of bedroomy vibe. I do feel like this could be melted in other places too. The performance on this is really good. So nice. So that's Cashmere and Corduroy. Okay, next up is Maple Apple Bourbon. Let me see if, I think they have this in the spice, but this is another one that I'm like, it's not really that spicy all that much. Juicy red apple, rich maple, and a splash of bourbon. I don't smell this and think alcohol. It's buttery and appley, and you do get that maple, and there is a warmth to it, which is what I'm thinking the bourbon brings out. There's a warmth. And this one, honestly, I was trying to decide if I like it better for fall or winter. I think it could go for either season, but I added it to my fall favorites. So that is Maple Apple Bourbon. Next up, we have Breakfast in Bed. This was new to the catalog last year, and it is so good. Let me find the notes. This is in the bakery section. This is pumpkin pastry, black raspberry, and sweet cinnamon drizzle. And it really comes alive when it's melting. When you smell it on cold, it smells good, but not where I'm like, oh, this is fabulous. But melting, it's amazing. You do get a pumpkin raspberry pastry vibe with an icing cinnamon drizzle on it. Cozy and yummy for you gourmand lovers out there. So that is Breakfast in Bed. Then we have Caramel Apple Craze. This is in the fruity category, but I do think it works in the bakery as well because it's kind of a foodie scent. So this is, let me read the notes. Golden caramel, red delicious apples, and whipped vanilla. This is straight up a caramel apple. That's what it smells like. So good. It's a little more heavy on the caramel side. So I always recommend, if you're one that wants to tone down the caramel a little more, is add some Johnny Appleseed to it. And then you get more apple and less caramel. It's amazing. Next up is brand new this season, and it is Scarlet Sunflower. I think they have this in the fruity. Yeah, so this is in the fruity category as well. This is juicy apple, red cranberry, and scarlet sunflower. This is so pretty, you guys. It is a total fall floral, but with a fruity aspect to it. Oh, it's so amazing. And for some reason, this reminds me a little bit of winterberry apple tea. I think the floral note in it kind of gives me tea vibes. It is not a dupe at all. I'm not saying they smell necessarily alike, but it gives me the same feels that winterberry apple tea does. Total fall floral. But even if you don't normally like floral scents, I think you should still give this one a try. Unique, pretty, sweet, fall floral with fruitiness added in. Okay, next up is First Day of Fall. This is such a nice scent. Very unique in regards to the spice. Let me read the notes. Just picked pumpkin, autumn woods, ground nutmeg, and a dash of cinnamon. So that nutmeg in it really makes it more unique for me. I do like nutmeg in fragrances. You don't find them in a ton of stuff as far as home fragrance goes. This totally reminds me of like crunchy fallen leaves. You do get a pumpkin. You do get some woodsiness. You get that nutmeg, and it is a dash, like it says, a dash of cinnamon. It's not overwhelmingly cinnamon spicy, but all of those together for some reason just gives me that leaves have fallen onto the ground type of smell, fall smell. So, so nice. So that is first day of fall. Then brand new this season, and I think this is considered, no, this isn't. This is considered, yeah, it is spicy. And that is Spiced Ember Glow. Smoked apple, toasted vanilla, and cinnamon embers. This is so good. And smelling it on cold does not do it justice at all. When you warm it, it is amazing. It creates this wonderful, just cozy feel in your house. Not overwhelmingly spicy, and it's more like a bakery cinnamon rather than a red hot type candy like cinnamon. I think that vanilla cuts that down a lot, but you do get like a smoked apple quality, like a baked apple that maybe you've baked over the campfire type scent. So there's a touch of smoke to it. It's so nice, you guys. This one is a wonderful, I feel like it is the perfect fall fragrance to melt if you have guests over. It's not overwhelming. It is very guest friendly to my nose anyway. So that's Spiced Ember Glow, love it. That is actually my, if I had to pick a favorite scent from the brand new scents, if you guys watched that video, I just released that one as well, after melting thoughts on them. But Spiced Ember Glow, if I had to pick one favorite, it would probably be that one. If not, Graham Cracker Crunch. So they are amazing. Okay, and then my last but not least scent that I'm adding, it's just not in the catalog, is this month's scent of the month, Scary Good. If you are looking for a pumpkin pastry gourmand bakery scent, you guys, this one is so good. It's pumpkin spice. I know there's ginger. I know there's like cream vanilla-y stuff. To me, it's like a pumpkin spice buttercream frosting type scent. It's really, really good. So available this month, scent of the month. Get it while you can, or add it to a Scentsy club. So, so good. So there we go. So those are my recommendations for fall. They're my favorite fall fragrances. I hope that was helpful to you guys. They are all available as of now in my website that's posted below in the description for you. Thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.